Welcome. If you could give us your name and let us know if you're representing anyone today, and then go ahead with your testimony.
My name is Kenny White. I represent the Silence community, and I'm for the bill. Me personally, myself, I've lived in Colorado most of my life, and I have been homeless in most city in the state of Colorado. And having this experience, it's been very difficult to hear people wanting to protect interests and wanting to not help their basic person in need. It's really hard to hear people who are just like, oh, we need to put more money into certain things, money. And if Boulder shows the best example, you can put money into something, but it doesn't mean it's gonna fix it. It doesn't mean it's gonna fix it at all. And it's really difficult to hear that people do not want to go back to a basic human need. When you're homeless, you are at the bottom. You are at the very, very bottom. And to hear these ordinances that literally kick you while you're on the ground trying to get up, it's very painful to me. Like, this is a state I love. And everywhere I go, I've been messed with and criminalized and spit upon because I'm homeless. Now, it's difficult to me to want to look at people's faces and see if they have any compassion left. I'm questioning whether this government has any compassion. Because if it doesn't protect interests or generate money, fuck it then, apparently. That's what I've heard. And I'm sorry, for my words, but it's really difficult when we want to protect interests and money instead of people. You were elected to protect people, and the people are being let down. And that's really what I have to bring today. If you have any questions, please ask me, because I've been in almost every city homeless. And I can tell you, when cops are doing outreach to me, it's not the friendliest outreach ever. Let's go with that. It's disgusting to think that people who are trying to solve crimes are going to do the same outreach, and you think they're going to differ between the two? They're trained to go after criminals. They're not trained for outreach. They're not trained to help people. They're trained to throw people in jail. So when I hear, I don't know, I'm saddened. I'm very sad right now.
Thank you, Mr. White. Mr. White, representing Von King.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thanks for coming to speak to us today, Mr. White. Are you currently homeless?
I just, as of a week ago, I'm not homeless, but that's riding because of the extreme housing rates and how prices are going up at a record rate, so.
Representing Von King.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And how were you able to get off the streets this time?
I tried to go through community outreach, and community outreach didn't help me. I actually had a friend who was inside of the business and helped me get a job. You know how most people are saying today, if you don't know somebody, you're not going to get a job. It's pretty true. I had a job for about a few weeks, and I was able to pay rent this month.
Well, congratulations. That's great.
Thank you.
Representative Primavera.
Madam Chair, so when you were homeless, and I assume there were nights that you tried to get into shelter, and maybe there were nights that you were turned away. What did you do during those nights? What are you supposed to do when you're turned away?
Well, for me, one of the best examples in my head was the night where I used my backpack as a pillow and my trench coat as my blanket. And when that happened, I was basically thrown upon. They told me first of all, I couldn't use my backpack to rest my head. Then I took that away, and then they're just like, no, you can't have your trench coat either because you're using it as a blanket. So it's been really difficult. And when I go to shelters, most shelters are bugged out and unclean. Like, it's really hard for me to go into a shelter because we put apparently all this money into shelters and they're still unclean, unlivable. Like, that is not a condition people want to live in. It's like being in like a weird camp where it's disgusting and you think there are people that are trying to help you, but these administration people who just are not. The compassion is gone. It's nowhere to be found. Aurora, Denver, Boulder, Fort Collins, everywhere I go. It's painful.
Any other questions for Mr. White?
I'd love to hear them, please.
Well, thanks for coming in and being patient and coming back today. Thanks for your testimony. Diane Orr?